Hello, it is me, We Anime, and I welcome you back to another part of What If Deku was Zora Ideale's reincarnation? And in this episode, we're doing a possible two-part, well, not two-part, a possible two-arc part. So possibly two arcs in this episode. uh, Provisional license, and even though Midoriya has his license, he's gonna do something special at the provisional license exam, though, and we can all guess what it is. I hope you all can, before you watch this. Guess what it is. Put it down in the comments. Don't cheat. I don't care if you do or don't. I mean, I feel like it's pretty easy to guess. But anyways, and Overhaul raid arc, Overhaul's base arc, the Shihei Hasaikai raid arc. Possibly might be in this episode or next part. I don't know. It might. This might. That's why I said a possible two-part. Part. Well, two arc part rather. So, how about we get right into it? And like tradition, I'm gonna get a drink of water and then we'll start this thing. Okay, so last time we went over the uh, stuff happened is what I can say. I know it was I think it was another two-part arc, a two-part, well, not two-part, but two-arc episode. I believe it was. It was the final exams and maybe I remember it was called Rematch, and Dobby and, well, Midoriya fought. So yeah, I think it was in a I think it was, maybe, I forget. So how about we get this started? So we went over what arcs we went over last time, what happened last time, and so it's time for 2A. Well, Class 2A to get their provisional license. Well, their provisional license, right? And usually that is safe for the third years, but these guys have been through a lot of villain attacks with this class. So Aizawa thought, well, yeah, I'm gonna put them in. Duh, and we all know what happens about that. So everyone would arrive. Some people would be questioning why Midori is there. Even though they don't know it's his real name, they would call him, why is Zora there? Aizawa would say, oh, he wanted to ride along, see how you kids do. Which, that is half true? Half true. So everyone would get, so yeah, everyone gets there. The Shitetsu? No, it wasn't. The other schools would get there, okay? And yeah, time skip. The first part of the exam is over. It's time for the second part, where they go out and save those fake civilians and all that. And then, well, usually in other what ifs, it would be Gang Orca and his men, well, his gang. But this time, it's Zora Ideale. Or, well, Midoriya. That's him. Yeah. Midoriya would bust through the wall just normally. Like, he would just, like, the Wall would bust through. You would expect some big guy. Yeah, no, had about, well, 6'3", 24-year-old, redhead, quite lanky, and then just walking through. And the people near the injured bay, which there are others, like other fake villains there, just on the other side. So it isn't just Midoriya. Gang Orca's men is still there, just Gang Orca isn't doing anything. So, actually, no. Let's redo that. Let's redo that. So, the wall would bust down, right? And, well, Gang Orca and his men would go through. And then someone else would, which it is Midoriya. We all know this. Midoriya would walk behind them. He would just lay down, do nothing, while all these other guys start fighting the students of all these different schools, right? And so Gang Orca and Midoriya are, well, they stopped in the same place, but Midoriya's laying down and Gang Orca's just standing there. And Gang Orca would say, "Aren't you going to take this seriously?" And Midoriya would say, "Nah, no, not at all. Wait, not at all. I'm not taking it seriously. Why would I? I had to deal with this years ago. So now they're gonna have to deal with it the same way I had to. With some hero acting, well, not serious. I forget who at this point, but the hero wasn't even taking it seriously. So, I'm not gonna take it serious either. Which, given, uh, it was one of my father's sidekicks. So, of course he's not gonna take it seriously. My father never took anything seriously. Unless it was an actual villain attack, but not some test with some students. So no, I'm not gonna take it seriously. Jeez." And Gang Orca would say, "Fine, I'll deal with this myself." And then he would start stepping towards the Earthquake Kid. Oh my god. Uh I'm gonna call him Gur, like Whitebeard's Devil Fruit from One Piece. Because he can make tremors in the ground. The student can, right? That's his whole entire quirk. But I mean, basically the same thing. If you really think about it, it's like very similar. But anyways, Midoriya would, well, just lay there. Things would happen. People would fight Gang Orca, and then Gang Orca would say, like mid fight, like people are trying to fight him, and then he would say, "You know what? You all beat my fight, beat me in a sense, but now you got to beat him. See, there was two fights during this, one against me and one against that guy." And he would point over to Midoriya. All these students would be like, uh, from different schools, from the other schools, not from UA, but all these other students from all these other schools would be like, uh, who's that? Like they would all be so confused on who Midoriya is. And then Midoriya would say, well, he would start to stand up and say, he would sigh and then he would stand up and he would say, "How annoying!" Wait, how annoying! I'm just here. I just wanted to mock all of you fakes because in my eyes, well, hold on, I'm escaping from its voice. From my eyes, none of you all are real heroes. Okay, so I'm just here to mock all of you and make a point. So now come at me, all of you. And a lot of these other heroes, I mean students, are like, he wants all of us to come at him at once. And then these people would start making plans like the healers will stay there and the frontliners will be there. It's a mix of all different students too. Like some from UA, some from, well, the people who passed. I I don't get, I don't know. But yeah, people who, well, yeah, from all different students. They would all just go straight for Midoriya and start firing their quirks, and the people with like long range quirks would first do their thing, like shoot wind blasts, shoot fire, ice. Well, the ones that can make projectiles out of their quirk would use it, right? And then it would be countered. Well, a all these quirks would come flying at him, just standing there, hands in his pocket, and then whoop, a massive trap circle of his would appear midair. So what he was doing while he was laying down, he was making a huge counter trap right in front of him that could, well, it would withstand a lot. It would take all these quirks in and then just send them right back. And then people that can make constructs or make, well, uh large, or have some type of hardening durability type quirk, or a quirk that can make, I don't know, ice walls or something, I don't know, would try to stop it. Which then the close range people to mid range people would start to go in at Midoriya. Which then he'd start pulling out marbles, not the lethal ones, not like his huge array of them, like just like his normal paralyze and explosive counter tracking things, right? Nothing that extravagant, right? And so he would throw them around, just start throwing them. His paralyzation and his explosive. But EM, wait, the ETM and the TTM, he would start throwing these around. If you don't know what those are, they are code names, shortening names, abbreviations of the paralyze. No, PTT, no PTM, and ETM are abbreviations for explosive trap marble and paralyzation trap marble. And then there's CTM, counter trap marble. The TTM is tracking trap marble. Okay, they're just abbreviations. Okay, just abbreviations. So Midoriya would stop a lot of them, and the ones that could get through, missing all these marbles, just running straight through all of the explosions, would get up close, start throwing hands with them, which he isn't the best at, but he's not bad at all at throwing hands. But so he could hold his own against like a small group, right? He could hold his own against a group. Maybe not up to this caliber, not up to Madara level of group handling, but he could hold. He would eventually get defeated. Just saying, he'd be beat down, right? So yeah, people who would pass would pass. Time skip. It would be many months later, and I mean many months later. I mean not many, but like a couple, like one or two from since that point. Actually, no. It would probably be around a month. A month. Maybe less. Probably less than a month. About 3 weeks. Right. I think that's the timeline. And he would get a call from Aizawa telling him, hey, meet at Night Eye's agency for a meeting. No, he would get a call from Night Eye. Hey, my agency now, blah, blah, blah. He would end up there, right? To a point. Right, he would end up there. And, well, the meeting about the Shihei Hasaikai would be happening. Right? And the meeting would go on telling about plans, and then a month would pass. And it would be time for the raid. Where things would happen. Not very pleasant things, but things would happen. Not pleasant at all. Not at all. But yeah, Midoriya would go. He would end up there. Heroes from all around, the big three, some students that were interning by his eyes. I mean, Kirishima, Suyu, Ochako, and yeah. Did I already say Kirishima? Yeah, I did. Okay. So they would all, the megaphone guy would say the blah 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 about where they're gonna raid you. I feel like that was the dumbest thing anyone would say. Just go in there, sneak attack them. Screw it. Attack them when they don't know you're there. Or maybe they did know, because there was a lot of people in the car in the courtyard just sitting there like talking. There were so many people. I don't know why there were so many people in there. It was so like when I remember watching the episode. Like, why is there so many people there? I was so confused. Why isn't it Ichigo's there was one here that looked like Ichigo's Bankai. Not Bankai, his, I forget what they're called. I haven't watched Bleach. I haven't watched Bleach at all. What are you doing? Sorry, I was talking to myself. There's a bee. I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to a bee. That weird. I don't know. Things he'll just run through. Just no. What Midori would do? This guy with the megaphone would about to announce that they're there. Midori would slam it out of his hand, and he would say, "Don't announce that we're here, you idiot. They don't know that we're here. So let's just go in there. Okay, I can get us through." And so he would just start throwing marbles. He would start throwing his ETMs just over the wall, just at the wall, and boom, no, just booms everywhere. And he threw a couple counter traps to take up all the explosions and just send them out again. So yeah, I mean, it works. And then the guy with the microphone would say, my megaphone." Uh, he would pick it up again, and he would just still say his thing, like, blah 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 blah. We're here to raid you, whatever. It's something, right? He says something. So the big guy would run out. Ryuku and, well, her agency would take them, and then, well, the rest would go through, and then they would just go through. I mean, there's nothing really else to say, so they would go through. Uh, Something different about this is Midoriya would stay with Tamaki. He knows his strength. He knows how strong Tamaki is, but he thinks he needs help. So what do we do? Aizawa would take out that one guy, and then Midoriya would chuck a paralyzation explosion, a PE, a PETM, a paralyzation explosive trap marble, right below the guy that he knocked out, so that he can't really do anything if he gets up when he gets up. So he would help a little bit just by that, and then he would head down there with well, everyone else, and then Kirishima and Fat Gum would get took through that one area with Raga and that one guy. Don't really care about him. I only care about Raga. I think that's his name. Haven't watched it in a while. But yeah. My God. When did I get that? Get out of my face. I hate bugs. Sorry if any of you really likes bugs, but I don't like them. I don't like some bugs. Some bugs are fine, but others are not. But yeah, anyways. So they would go through, right? Any other, like Kirishima and blah 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 blah. Fat Gum would get taken through, and but they would keep on going anyways. So they would just keep on going and going and going and going and going. Right. So so yeah. What happens? Things happen. Uh, they would find Overhaul. Rock clock, stabbed hand thing. Uh, Mario would go through, find Overhaul, fight Overhaul, get defeated by Overhaul. And then everyone else would appear like, blah, 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 we're here to save you. And whatever. Aizawa and that time hair guy, well, the white plague doctor mask guy with the hair, if you stab him, get stabbed by it, it slows you down. I don't know, snail hair or something. It's like you all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they would fight. And so Overhaul would be there fighting. Well, Midori would be fighting him right now. Night Eye would be checking on Mario and Eri. Midoriya would, well, yeah, I mean exactly how it sounds. They would fight. So Overhaul would send all these things. Midoriya would dodge them. Well, yeah, dodge a lot of them. He would blow up some that would, well, throws ETM at the ones that were getting too close. Like, get away, dog. But he would eventually get up close, start throwing hands with Mr. Overhaul, kicking him backwards, just like a Spartan kick straight to the chest, straight backwards. He would merge with that one guy. I forget what he did with that one, but I know he merged with him. He sucked him right up. Pause. But yeah, we all know what happened with that. I totally do. Totally remember what happened. I don't remember the guy's quirk at all. Don't remember it at all. I remember the drunk guy. I don't remember the other. Not at all. I don't remember it at all. But anyways, they'd go and go. They would just, well, I don't remember what the quirk does. So and then time skip until the dragon and the huge guy just flies through the and just flies through the roof. You know, yeah, that's totally a normal a normal sentence. Totally. Totally a normal sentence. Dragon and giant man just fly through the ceiling. That's normal indeed. Super normal. Yeah. Super duper normal. Totally normal. Yeah. But anyways. There you go. I don't know why I keep on saying and they go, because they're not going anywhere. There's and oh yeah, Overhauls goes monstrosity mode with the huge guy monstrosity mode, and Midoriya would say, well, hold on. I can't really do anything about this unless he tries to punch me, and then, oh, wait a second. I got an idea. Hey. Oh, crap. Oh, yeah, he's still, yeah, the pillar. Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, time to go get punched by a big meatball. Yeah, that's totally what that is. A big meatball. I'm hungry now. Really want meatballs? Ah, screw it. I'll get them later. And then he'd start just trying, well, getting up there somehow. I don't know how he would do it. But he would get up there at the top, back up at the top, at the city. And Overhaul would just start blasting with his big meatballs. But he would start punching, and since it's a quirk, he can get launched back. He can get countered. If a quirk that isn't part of your body, your actual body, is launched at this man. So, like, say if Ryuku, like, try to claw Midoriya, it would work. He would get clawed. He would get smashed. Pause. huh? And I'm trying to think of an example. Uh, I mean, we saw it in an earlier part, but say if Lady Nagant shot at Izuku and the counter trap was up, well, got activated, he put one up, right? It would be able to shoot back at two times, at twofold, right? So this would work with Overhaul. This isn't plot armor or anything. I have proved this to be a fact on how this would work as a quirk. In earlier parts, I showed the Lady Nagant scene, right? And this isn't just a new. Well, this is how it works. This is just how it does. This is how I have it work. This isn't plot armor. I am legit using the quirk I made. Well, not me, but using how his magic works, how Zora Ideale's magic works, and how it would act as a quirk. This is not plot armor. Okay? This is not plot armor. I don't know what that means, but we all know what I'm trying to say. I hope. I hope you don't think this is like, oh, he's just doing this so that so the main character wins. No, I'm really not. I'm not. That's just the truth. I'm not doing this to have him win. Not even close to it. Like I went on my rant about, I'm not gonna do it again. I'm not gonna go on the rant. But yeah. So all these would. So he would fire off these big rock things, meatballs, at Midoriya, which would get sucked in by a counter trap and launched back, and then he would try for a punch, which would get sucked in. But it would just trap the arm, and it would just like maneuver around uh, Overhaul's arm and hit him. It would hit him, and Midori would say, "Quit hitting yourself." Well, quit hitting yourself. Oh gosh, I can't do the voice. Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting. How annoying. You just say, quit hitting yourself. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. But yeah, he would say, quit hitting yourself. And this would go on for a while until Overhaul got tired of it. He would just take both arms this time and try to slam Midoriya, like, not like that, but like a close, like where you would grab both hands and just bring him down, and you all know what I'm talking about. I hope. But yeah. And then try to hit Midoriya. This time, it would fully take up all of Overhaul's arms. It would just take him, just like Midoriya would put up his middle finger and just say, "Ha! I took your arms," and then he would get hit by his own arms. And then Midoriya would say, "Quit hitting yourself." And then boom, Overhaul gets taken down, and everyone's just like behind Midoriya, like getting up, and like, what just happened? And Midoriya would fall to one knee because his quirk does run on his stamina, which is he's about to pass out. Which also some of those punches did get through. Like he could still feel the impact from it, even though he didn't get fully hit by it. He could still feel the impact of all these blasts going through his thing, right? You know what I'm saying? So he is still quite like shaky at the feet. So he's about to just pass out and go down. So yeah, Overhaul and Big Guy would unmerge. Jail. Jail time. Woo woo! Jail time. Do Midoriya would start doing Hikari's dance. You know what I'm saying? Hikari from Jujutsu Kaisen. The We all know who Hikari is, right? He would start doing it like, yeah, eat it, and then he would fall down. But yeah, Overhaul done with. Next, yeah, that's the end of it. Next part will be the sports festival by itself. By itself, I always leave that arc for itself because I enjoy it so much, and I get to show you all a song that Midori will be doing. Hopefully, if I can find one. If you all have any suggestions of nerdcore songs I should use for this what if for next part, uh, put it down in the comments. I'll go listen to it. We'll see. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. That all rhymed. That that all rhymed with it too, dude. I'm good. Bye.